All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We just watched NXT TakeOver 30. Triple X. Triple X. There's 3 X's. They are all next to each other. That means 30 in Roman numerals.
It also means Vin Diesel.
It also does mean Vin Diesel, and it also means Ice Cube, if I believe correctly. Guys, we're going to be talking all about NXT TakeOver 30. That's all we're talking about tonight. We are well aware that AEW was on tonight. We would like not to speak about that at all. Mainly not for our sakes, because I've seen all the spoilers, but people in the chat might have not, they got to pick and choose. Maybe they don't have 8 million screens. So that's what they're dealing with. So that's what we did. So that's all we're going to talk about. Yeah, can I get a pray for NXT? We'll get to it. We'll get to it for sure. I'm John. That's Johnny. Johnny, how's your weekend been so far? It's still hot as hell.
It is. It was going pretty well. I did some sneaker shopping today, hung out or whatnot. And I was excited to watch some NXT. And then all of a sudden I watched some NXT. And then I was kind of disappointed all over again. So yeah.
We'll get to that for sure. But guys, last week we said we have a sponsor. Still have a sponsor this week, which is great. Death Wish Coffee. If you go on over to deathwishcoffee.com and use the promo code #show, all one word, you get 10% off your order. Like I said last week, I switched back to regular coffee because I ran out of my Death Wish coffee, and it's been a struggle.
Oh, poor John.
It's been a struggle. I got to get me some more of that Death Wish coffee. So make sure you guys head on over to deathwishcoffee.com. Promo code #show, 10% off. But that's great. But we got to talk about NXT now. We got to talk about this takeover. I'm sorry, Johnny.
No.
I apologize. So overall, if you were to give this NXT a 1 to 10 rating, 10 being the highest, what would you give this overall?
Overall, I'll probably give this maybe about a 6 or a 5.
6 or a 5. Chat, I want to know what you guys think. Thomas, what's up? Ian, what's going on? Edward, what's going on? Matthew, Ian, Jaren's in the chat. Chat is blowing up. The people.
We got Edward Sanchez Productions in the building. Thomas Frankio. We got some people from Twitch, Oculate, Occult, X Status. That's what's up. But yeah, my reason why is because there were some matches tonight that were some pretty good, but there were some disappointing segments that I was looking forward to, and we're going to get into them and whatnot. But some of the things they've been building to for months, we saw the culmination of them here in NXT, and it was just mad disappointing for me. I might have some controversial opinions, to be honest with you.
I might too.
Look at the chat right now, and a lot of people like this tonight.
We might lose some fans.
We might. But what about you? What would you give on a scale of 1 to 10?
So overall, I actually really enjoyed the show. I thought the opener was pretty good. I really enjoyed the ladder match. I was completely blown away by McAfee Cole, which is strange. I thought the women's title match, I thought Io and Dakota Kai did a very good job. I thought the ending kind of ruined it. And by the ending, I mean the after effect, kind of just going into the next thing. And then we had our main event. So, I mean, I would probably give this maybe a 7 out of 10, 7.5. Jay Roberts in the chat. I haven't watched yet, but I think it's too soon to have Kross hold the belt. We'll get to that. We won't try and hold you guys too long because we'll be back here tomorrow with SummerSlam. As much as we love doing this show, we got, it's dinner time.
For sure. Tomorrow we'll be joined by the full crew. Young Kingston, our brother in armors, will be here. We'll have a couple special guests with us tomorrow night as well. Talk about SummerSlam and some of the highlights from this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, McAfee Cole was way better than I think any of us had expected.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
run down the entire card, but I think 7.5 is what I'm giving it, despite even my at the main event, which we'll get to. Actually, you know what? And Ciampa's coming back. I'm gonna throw this to the chat. Tell me the best Karrion Kross match I can watch. Because it sure as shit wasn't this one.
Same. If this was supposed to, oh, you talk about? I think you're talking about like right there.
It's the ghost of NXT past coming to you, remind you when it made sense.
No, that's original art from one of my books.
But no, guys, I'm serious. Chat, I need you to tell me what your favorite Karrion Kross match is. I'm being serious. I will watch it because, I mean, what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If this was being supposed to sell us on Karrion Kross being this end all be all, like it was a bad coming out party. But we're going to get there. Because we're going to run down the card. All right. So first off was Finn Balor versus
Timothy Thatcher. Look at this.
How'd you feel about this one?
So I actually, I really enjoyed this. I thought that Finn Balor worked to Thatcher's style. I thought it was pretty good. It was a good opener, and there were parts when going into the match, you go, "Oh, Finn's gonna win," but then I think a good match keeps you guessing. Mm-hmm. Which actually, all of these matches did keep me guessing, which is also factors into my rating at the end. But I thought this match was a very good opener. It was a match that was kind of announced, I feel like 2 days ago. It was kind of like oh, by the way. But I enjoyed it. And yes, even though Matt in the chat says, I think Thatcher should have won, I think NXT's in a weird place right now, man. Yeah. It's like Thatcher should have won, but then also, what does Balor do if he loses? I don't think a loss in this hurts Thatcher at all. But I don't think the win helps Finn at all because we know who Finn is.
Exactly. Then not only that, though, I kind of felt when it came to this match, one, I didn't know this match was happening, and it felt kind of like you said last minute. It felt like, oh, we're doing NXT 30. We should have Finn on there. He was one of the greatest champions of all time. Yeah. And so you just kind of threw Finn on the card and everything. And then as I was watching the match, to be honest with you, what kind of took me out of it was the fact that I'm watching, I'm like, it was a cool match. Like I love like how Finn, like Matt Thatcher was like the groundwork and everything like that, and they like traded moves and everything, which is cool. But at the same time, though, it kind of felt like, why is Finn here? It was like, I remember there was such a big deal and all this energy behind when he went down to NXT, and then have him like do this opener. It was like, what's the point of this? Like, again, I wish there was like more story behind this, or there was like a reason behind it. It was like, oh, he gets this and he gets a challenge like for the belt, or this is a grudge match or something that's been feuding with or something like that. But it just felt like very last minute. And honestly, after this, I really started thinking like, is Finn being down to NXT actually doing anything? Like, that's what started going through my mind, because we know he's had some like decent matches like Johnny Gargano, and they've done some cool things, but it still like they haven't figured out like what his role is there. And then this other thing that kind of threw me off as well was I was like, it's two heels again. Because Thatcher is kind of being heelish right now, and Finn is like again a heel again. I'm just like, who the hell am I supposed to cheer for?
So that's a great point, Johnny, because I actually, one of my first notes for a match we get later is this who's the heel match? Mm-hmm. Like, who am I rooting for here? I know what commentary is telling me to do, but I'm being told otherwise. And yeah, this is another thing, like Finn still being a heel, but Thatcher also being a heel because he cost him the match. Like, where are we with this right now? There's a lot of like, and I remember I read a tweet like 3 years ago that someone said NXT is a heel territory. And I was like, no. And yeah, it really has been. If you go back and look at all of their world champions, most of them have been heels for the most part.
Have they?
I mean, we could go through it.
I mean, I guess I always kind of felt it was kind of balanced. It was like healed and face type deal and everything like that. Because like every time I think about who loses the belt, it's like Finn Balor has it for a long time. He loses to Samoa Joe. And then Samoa Joe heel has it for a long time. He loses to Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura has it for a long time. He loses it to
Was Samoa Joe a heel?
Yeah, oh yeah, he was heel. He was
Yeah.
he was a-hole. And then he loses to Bobby Roode. And it kind of feels like it goes back and forth. Face heel, face heel, face heel, like all the time.
And was McIntyre a face? Yeah, he was a face at that point.
Yep.
Then he loses it to Andrade, then Alistair, then Ciampa, then Gargano, then Cole. I don't know. I have always been. I didn't really think about that until recently.
I feel like now, just me, like I feel they've always had a balance, especially when you look at like all the women that come up through there and like all the talent. With like you have a Bailey there, you have a Sami Zayn, you have like all this mixture of talent. They always had a nice balance of faces, but right now it definitely feels like a heel territory because we always been talking about like there's no faces around. Even when we get to like the women's title defense match tonight, it's like Io Shirai's kind of a heel.
She's still a heel. I mean, she is a, I guess, quote unquote cool heel that we like. That the crowd likes. We're like, she's cool. But I mean, I could say the same thing about Dakota Kai. I think Dakota Kai's pretty cool.
Yeah, but she's a heel too, though. She's
a heel too.
Yeah. And then we see some same thing in the other matches too that we'll get to. Like when we get to the ladder match, we saw some team ups happening. I was like, but this is a mixture of faces and heels teaming up in this match, which made no sense. It was like, wait, so again, that was the game I was playing tonight by myself. I was like, who's the face?
Yeah.
I just don't know.
I know we do know one thing that all the gold was in the crowd tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. I'm very sad that that Neeson isn't here to see that I took the screenshot just for him. Look at this. Look how happy they are.
I know. You see the smiles even through the mask.
You can.
Yeah. That's a Versace mask Sasha got on too. Well done. She's balling right there. She's doing that money flex. That's the boss.
So up next we had the North American title ladder match 5-way dance between Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Velveteen Dream, Damian Priest, and Cameron Grimes.
All the way to the moon.
I thought he was going to go all the way to the moon, but let me tell you right now, this is my favorite gear of all time now.
Oh, that was
dude, the fire. Bam Bam Bigelow tribute gear. I said just walk up the ladder now, Bronson, and get the belt. That's all I need, man. And also I found out who made that gear for him. And funny enough, did you see in my story that that jacket I bought today?
No, I didn't.
It's made by, I believe it's called Nerd Clothing, and they make a lot of cool like jackets and stuff. And they did a crossover between Los Ingobernables de Japón and the New York Mets. So naturally,
that's dope.
Yeah, I'll send you pictures of it. Yeah, I'm like, I have to get this. This is so on brand for me. But I'm gonna read these chats here just for a second. Well, Dan, that's yeah. I mean, you are entitled to your opinion, but I mean, we're not gonna really get into it. But I will say, like, if you don't ask the people involved, then how is your investigation legitimate?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And also check us out last week, Dan. We kind of like broke down the whole Velveteen situation last week and talked about how we felt about that.
We talked about it a lot last week. Dan, thank you for joining us. Sorry, we won't really talk about it this week. But we had, I think, a very what would we call it? A civil discussion about it last week.
Yeah. There's no one who was hardcore either way. We just kind of talked about it. But as far as tonight goes, like Tanner, totally cool with the outcome. I like Priest. I would have been okay with Grimes and Bronson winning as well. Yeah, to be honest with you, like I got to give a lot of credit to this match. Like I liked it a lot. Like I felt it was balanced. By having Gargano and Velveteen Dream there, you had that veteran experience, the kind of guy like these newbies who are like on this takeover stage. And then what was dope as well that I liked about it was that again, we have potential for like some breakout stars because Velveteen and Johnny are both won the belt before, but for Grimes, Damian Priest and Little Bam Bam Bigelow. This would have been
Yeah.
this would have been an awesome opportunity for them. And all in all, I gotta say I like the match. It had a slow build up for me, but then they started doing some creative ladder spots that worked really well for the big man that I liked a lot. Like I love when they threw those letters in the corner and he just started running something to him. And then later on, I like how the Pixie came out and everything like that. That was super dope because it gave me like vibes of like the ladder match TLC at WrestleMania 17 when Lita and like Little Spike Dudley and everybody's like running out everything like that. It gave me vibes of that when she comes out with the assist and everything. So that was super dope. And I love the spots they incorporated with her. Like she doing her own Hurricanrana off the ladder.
Dude.
That was badass. I love how the little Bam Bam jumped off of it with her on his back. And it was a perfect spot because it doesn't put her in danger, but it still comes with the impact and she bounces off and sells it well.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking beautiful. And Grimes is doing a lot of hard work here. Like I liked it a lot. Like Grimes is putting in. He does have the most annoying voice ever. That's why I love him. He's so hilarious. He's just so annoying. I was like, damn, I just want to see this guy succeed.
I mean, Cameron Grimes, I thought all of his comedic spots were timed perfectly throughout this. The little ladder, he looks and goes, "Did you put this here?" And as soon as he finishes the sentence, he gets hit from behind.
Yep.
Anytime a move was being done to him, he also had like a little quip that was great. I thought he did very good in this match.
Same. And what's up, Candy? And then what I also liked about him as well is the fact that like I love the way he sets his moves up. He makes like noises before he goes to hit somebody to kind of let them know that he's coming to work safely, and he's just really smart with it. Now, when someone put this in the chat earlier about Gargano, like he nearly killed him. That was like a little bit shaky right there. I saw when that happened, where he's like he tries to do the flip, but it's like Cameron was in a weird position where he's like half on the ladder, half not. So when he comes off, it's like, where are you going to land? You're going to land half off the ladder because that's where you're standing at. So I think that was kind of on both of them. Cameron was kind of standing in the wrong spot, and Johnny can like twist and put him in the right place.
I will also say I didn't get a screenshot of it, but if you watch that spot again closely, you can see Bronson Reed go towards the ladder that they're about to do the move onto and brace it on the ground. He braces it so they don't die, which I was like, hats off to you.
That's what's up. Again, and I liked a lot of spots they put here too. But one thing that I had to critique was though, again, who was the face? Like there's one time where Velveteen Dream is teaming up with Cameron Grimes and Johnny Gargano, and they're doing that whole spot like, yeah, you get those guys. And I'm like, so wait, Damian Priest is the face here, and so is Little Bam Bam. And I'm like, I get Little Bam Bam, but I'm looking at Damian like, again, it was just really weird. Again, Joe Buck is the most annoying announcer in sports.
Absolutely, Matthew. I knew you were my favorite.
Okay, real talk though. Shout out. Where's Morrow at tonight? Where's the homie at?
I only saw an update that he was with his family back in Canada, so that's the only update I saw.
Okay, well, hope he's well, and I hope he's doing good and everything like that.
Absolutely.
But what'd you think about the match?
I apologize, guys. I'm coming in and out of focus like a crazy person. Come on, let's go here. Little camera. Anyway, the blurry me is going to tell you, I really enjoyed this match. I thought there was a lot of times where we didn't really know who was going to win. And I think that made it, because there were a couple of times I'm like, well, clearly, I think I always kind of thought Priest was going to win it in the back of my head. I'm like, I think they're really into him, which I mean is fine. But great match, a lot of gnarly spots. I thought the finish was very good. It's a little different. I know we've seen the tug of war a little bit, but I thought it was just slightly different enough to be like really good. Kind of showing Johnny grasping on like, I need this. What else do we have? Dude, that springboard kick that Damian Priest did to Velveteen Dream when he's on the ladder to kick his leg out from under him.
That was good.
That was great. And then also I feel like the somersault, he did like a springboard somersault, and I believe Gargano caught him with a super kick. There was a lot of like crazy innovative stuff in here. And I think it showcased all of the newer wrestlers a lot more, which I think is great. And I really enjoyed this match, and I thought, Damian Priest winning was I was fine with it. I didn't have an issue with it.
Same. Only thing I didn't like was, like I said, like there was a camera work issue a couple times where the camera's like a little bit behind, didn't know where to go. Like that
Yeah.
Velveteen Dream spot was like kind of botched, where Velveteen like jumps off the rope into the tables, which is like props to Velveteen Dream, because that's all him. That is really all him. He's knocked off the ladder and he's jumping onto the rope, one leg, and jumping off the rope onto the tables. That is some real athleticism right there, and that's fucking hard to do. And he pulled it off. But the worst part about it is, though, when he originally does it, it's not on camera. It's like, bruh. And it was until a couple minutes later when they showed the replay, I'm like, damn, props to Dream. Would have loved to see it live, but that was a little botch right there.
Oh, where he just completely disappeared. That was crazy. Like, it's like, where did he go? But crazy stuff. And I mean, like I said, I'm fine with our new North American champion. I don't have the footage of him celebrating backstage, or I don't have the picture of Triple H. Did you see the Triple H picture?
I haven't seen that one yet.
When he points with the new champion,
he's
in the hot tub with the girls, and he's like pointing at him.
Seriously?
It's very funny. Yeah,
that's amazing. I will say I kind of like that too. It's like, we're about to party, and I was like, what are you doing, Priest? We're on quarantine. He's like, oh no, the party's here at the jacuzzi. Well done, Priest.
I mean, I feel like also wearing your gear that you just wrestled into a hot tub is not sanitary.
It's cleaning it. There's chlorine there. It's cleaning it. The chlorine is helping. Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. That doesn't sound correct. But I said last week, and I think the week before, what are we doing here? What are we doing with Pat McAfee? Why is Pat McAfee going to be in a match against Adam Cole? This seems really weird. I'm not really into it. This is going to be Adam Cole's last match in NXT, maybe, and he's going to lose to Pat McAfee. Well, let me tell you right now, guys, I was dead wrong, because this, I think, was the best match on the card.
I think it was too. I think it really was too.
Again, me, known Adam Cole hater, kind of turned it around last year. I mean, he did a lot of the work, and that's not to take away from Pat McAfee, who did an amazing job, I thought.
He did really an amazing job. Like, I was kind of blown away by all the stuff Pat McAfee was doing. I was like, damn, Pat McAfee. Damn, Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Damn, Pat McAfee.
I mean, the only other thing is, like, who's the heel in this? I assume it's like, we are told that it's Pat McAfee because this isn't his world and he's invading it. A lot of great promos. I think we need to get McAfee. I think we were talking in chat. I think it'd be crazy if McAfee was the leader of Retribution. I think we mentioned that in chat. If he's not, he needs to be a manager / wrestler. I think he cuts a great promo. And he looked okay in the ring. So, like, his promo, like, here's the thing, like, going into this, I was not sold on this at all. Like, I was not sold on the punter, the kicker involved in this. I was like, really, the kicker. But when he came in on Wednesday, cut that promo with his boys all coming up, whatever. One of them has some Jordan 11s on, props. But then he gets in there, I was like, I've made $1 million at 7 different injuries. You better hope this is not my 8th. I was like, damn, flex. And then it just starts like selling himself and all of his accomplishments or whatever. And I was like, damn, Pat McAfee is a pretty successful guy. And like, going into this, like, I was not again, I was still kind of have my like worries about it. But again, one thing that kind of stuck out to me that I remember is that they've always done these entertainment matches before. Like, we've seen, of course, like Floyd Mayweather, we see Mike Tyson. And so for me, I wanted like a legit athlete. But then I remember, I was like, oh wait, there was that one time we got Snooki. And there was another time we got Arrow. and we got Maria Menounos.
Yeah, and like, as this was going down or whatever, I was like, but you know what's like kind of different about this though? Pat McAfee is a legit wrestling fan. He is a legit wrestling fan. Yeah. So in a way, this is like his dream coming true. He respects the craft, he respects the work, and you saw that he put it in for that. And so honestly, that's, I think, was kind of one of the best matches. One, he was in the ring with the greatest NXT champion of all time. But two, because he's a fan, because he respects the craft, he brought a serious attitude to it. And you see that, like, he learned a legit moveset that he could execute. Like, he learned a couple like different moves that he could like match with his body and everything. And then honestly, the storytelling in the ring was fucking phenomenal. Like, they told a story, and I was able to follow from beginning to end. I was like, this is actually a really good match.
I was hooked the whole time. It was just hats off to both those guys. Pat McAfee did a swanton bomb off the top rope to the outside.
Dude, I was like, the hell? And like, I thought he was gonna do like a drop or something like that. But when he does like actual like flip, I'm like, fucking shit, go Pat McAfee. And then when he's able to do the Panama Sunrise, I was like, you can do the Panama Sunrise? Well done, sir. Well
I was
done.
like, he's gonna take the Panama Sunrise. So like,
so dope.
And he took it perfectly. Good for him, man. I will say the other thing, like the whole match, yeah, man, is great. I know you meant there you go. I'll give the world your correction just because some people might not have seen it. But yeah, I mean, I was with the match the whole time, and then this happened, and I went, "This is amazing. This is such a fun match." When he does the backflip, sticks the landing, and then jumps up from canvas to top rope.
Oh my gosh, that was a straight athleticism. I was like, "Fucking shit! Way to go, Pat McAfee!"
Pat McAfee brought it. This match brought it. I will maybe never say another unkind word about Adam Cole ever again.
I mean, low key, the thing about it too is that like last week I was talking about this. I was like, Logan Paul could have been a better get because it just has a larger fan base. It would bring in all these new people to wrestling. But the problem was, is I thought about it, reflected on, is that no, because Logan Paul is not a legit wrestling fan. He would come take the money and it would just like abuse it or like laugh at it later on. But Pat McAfee has respect for what they do here. He has respect for the art form, and you saw it tonight. And honestly, like, I legit hope this is not the last time we've seen Pat McAfee like in a ring doing some stuff.
Oh my God,
I kind of want to see you around again doing some stuff because this was hilarious and it was really fun. Honestly, and it's crazy too because on commentary they were talking about it like it's like people doubted Pat McAfee because he's a football player. But then here's the thing: a few years ago, a football player came to the WWE Performance Center and they doubted him. They didn't think he had what it takes. But now he runs Friday Night SmackDown. I kid you not, I was like, Mojo Rawley?
He doesn't get hyped. He stays hyped.
There it is. And then he's like Baron Corbin. I was like, oh, thank God. I forgot about Baron Corbin playing football. Okay, that actually does work out.
Yeah, you forgot about him playing football because he's the greatest professional wrestler of our generation, besides Roman Reigns.
I don't think no.
All right, Ian's got a question.
No.
And I think this is a great question. We've talked about this a lot. Since Adam Cole got the win, I mean, rightfully so. It would have been weird, I think, if McAfee had won at this point. But what is next for Adam Cole and I guess further the Undisputed Era? We've talked about this numerous times. We think they are going to Raw or SmackDown. But I'll bring it to you again. I don't think they're Retribution because that would just be very weird.
No. For me, I don't know. I don't want to see them go to the main roster just quite yet. Because like we've talked about this before, Nisa brought up a great point that like to see the crowd's reaction to when Undisputed Era comes out and that music hits is going to be so badass.
Yeah.
And low key, what I would kind of want to see them do now, especially now we got some more information about it tonight, I wouldn't mind seeing Adam Cole go for the NXT UK Championship. I'm just saying.
Interesting. Yes, we did get that NXT UK is coming back, and it was very nice to see some of those people in that promo being featured who haven't been featured in a little bit.
And it was like, "Did you miss us?" I was like, "Yes, I did." Oh, nice, respect, nice.
That's my guy right there.
It's funny. I was a little bit worried. I was like, "Yay, NXT UK is coming back." They have a roster of 5 people.
Yeah, they had the clean house.
They had to fire everybody.
But I'm now really interested to see what NXT UK looks like as a roster. I'm very interested to see what happens.
Same.
Mainly because 2 of the people that they did have that are now gone, were getting like weird pushes that I'm glad they're not there anymore.
Same. And honestly, that's the reason why I say Adam Cole would be a good fit because you could take Undisputed Era, take them across the pond. They have the juice to bring more eyes to NXT UK and kind of help them rebuild the brand and everything like that. And
right.
Again, they already had that great match where they had that takeover in the past where I can't remember, somebody got injured, but they still finished it, like managed to pull everything out phenomenally. But again, they can go over there and do like another match and then go for that main belt. So that would be dope to see. What about you? Where do you think Adam Cole goes next?
I mean, I think they go as a group. I think they have to. especially if you're going to keep you're going to keep Undisputed Era as a gang of shitty heels who are just like, they're just like snapping their fingers down the street. That's just how I think they would be if they were in a musical. So I mean, I think SmackDown's still the way to go. That's my opinion. And they should all go. And I think it would be a lot of fun to see them in a new environment. But I also think we're waiting, and this is another thing we didn't really talk about with NXT. I mean, the big rumor is that we're going to get the WWE draft again in October. I would not be surprised because it kind of already feels that way if they are in a holding pattern, with the exception maybe like one or two people, and maybe they all get drafted at once. We'll see. I don't know, but it kind of just feels how it is. And also, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're a great 3-man group, and so to see that 3-man group leave NXT, go somewhere else, would be like dope to see. So hopefully, Era is their 3-man team. They can go somewhere else and find success. Yeah.
Up next, we had the NXT Women's Championship.
John, did you pick up about the 3-man?
What?
You missed my whole 3-man.
No, I was there with you.
Okay, there it is.
There's only 3 of them. It's Adam Cole and Red Dragon. That's it.
There it is.
I don't know if there's a 4th. I've heard there's a 4th member.
Same.
Honestly,
getting pictures.
They should kick that guy. They should kick that guy out and put McAfee.
Oh my gosh, that would be dope. It was like, I lost you guys. I have due respect. Can I join the Undisputed Era? They'd have a legit 4th member then. That would be dope. That would be amazing.
But we had the NXT Women's Championship between Dakota Kai and Io Shirai. That rhymes. I thought this match was very good. I know a match. I'm really into a match when I don't take a lot of notes. And the only note I really had was, I hope Io's okay after she did that headstand and landed directly on her head, which was just like, that was very frightening. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. The ending kind of took me out of it, though, where I know we want to get to Raquel Gonzalez and Rhea Ripley, because that match is going to be insane. That's like a Haas match for sure. But I feel like it kind of takes away from the performance that we just saw, where Dakota Kai could have won the championship multiple times. But overall, I really enjoyed it, and I hope this isn't the last time we see Dakota Kai in the title picture for a while. I think it'd be good to see her back in it. What do you think of the match?
I loved it. Like, one, I give a lot of respect to Dakota Kai because, one, I love when she stepped up her moveset and everything like that. Like, I love her new finisher. That one, she's got him on the rope and she does the kick to the head.
Yeah.
Like, I love that move. It looks badass. It looks physical. It looks like it hurts. I also, again, she did a great job in this match because she did all the heelish things that you need to do, taking advantage of EO, like working over and everything like that. And I love the ending to it where they use she uses Raquel Gonzalez as like coming in to give EO the power bomb, goes for the win, but EO kicks out because it's still not enough. Because EO is a gangster like that. And then I just love the fact because the whole time this leading up to it, everyone's like, but who's going to help EO out? Who's going to help EO out? EO's like, I don't need no damn help. Have y'all forgot? I'm Japanese, bitch. And then she does that badass backflip, take out both of them at the same time. She low-key kicked Raquel Gonzalez in the head, but she got up. She was all right later on. And then got her back in the ring and does a second badass moonsault and gets that 1, 2, 3 to retain. That's why she was my pick going into this. I was like, she cannot lose the belt this early. She's such a nice run. Again, she's become that cool heel. She's become like the Wolverine, the person you want to cheer for, and she's a badass. And again, I'm thinking they're going to turn EO a little like, well, again, I'm not sure because she did some face things in this match. Like when she was about to hit the ref, she like stopped herself and everything like that. Got out of the way, Dakota kicked the ref and like knocked him out and everything.
Right.
So EO was definitely doing some face tactics here, but it looks like they're setting up her to have a future feud with the winner of Rhea and Raquel. And honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed because I would have liked to see the Rhea and Raquel match on tonight's card at some point.
Yeah,
I think it's going to happen.
I think they really didn't need the face off. It would have been nice to, have another women's match on the card. That would have been nice.
Yeah. To be honest, like that's the thing is like we've talked about like a lot of the great stuff NXT has done, but that was one of the things that kind of dropped the ball is that there was only one women's match tonight, and it was for the belt. Where it's like, y'all got so many awesome women here.
Yeah, man.
This card tonight.
I mean, even if there should have maybe been maybe a Scarlett Mia match. It didn't have to be long, but it could have been a little match between them. I mean, whatever. But
exactly. Or Mia Yim versus like somebody match or whatever. The Toxic Pixie or whatever could have closed out their feud and everything.
Yeah.
We saw Candice LeRae's presence, but again, it would be better if she was in another match with another woman. Or again, I always pronounce it, not Chelsea, but Shotzi Blackheart. Yeah, come out with her tank and everything like that. So again, that was disappointing, but again, still did a great match. And I agree with you. Rhea Ripley coming out of the end kind of takes away that moment, But I still like how Evil's just standing there and say, "Nah, I'm number one, motherfuckers. I don't fuck. I know she's standing behind me, but I don't give a fuck because I won. This is my belt. Ha ha! I don't give a fuck. This is my time. My time." Like, tell him, tell him.
I will say I don't have the picture, but there's a great shot. I think it's on NXT's Instagram with Rhea at the entrance ramp, and then in the foreground is Io celebrating with the belt. Definitely go check out that pic. It's a very they knew what they were doing there for sure. All right, Johnny.
No, I guess we're done for tonight.
Yeah, I feel like that's the end of the show. Make sure you guys know. All right, we have the main event for the NXT Championship between Keith Lee and Karrion Kross. Again, as of this moment, no one has told me what their favorite Karrion Kross match is.
Nope.
I'm being serious. I will watch the match. Like I said, I'm not very familiar with Karrion Kross.
Same.
But what I've seen in NXT so far is
not good.
Dude's got the rest holds down.
Yep, he's seen some Randy Orton matches of the past.
And look, I wasn't expecting currently I'm in the Tokyo Dome. If you can't see here, guys, I wasn't expecting. I know what these two guys can bring to the table, or at least I know what Keith Lee can bring to the table.
Yeah.
Because if that's what Karrion Kross is bringing to the table, I'm asking for the check early and I'm leaving.
Send it back.
I mean, a lot of rest holds. I mean, I was sitting there and I'm like, man, what is going on? Like, this match started out hot because we get the fall and pray, we get the big entrance, we get the big fight feel, and I'm like, here we go. And Karrion's throwing stuff at Keith, and Keith is just like, that ain't it.
Nope.
And I legitimately liked that because I'm like, oh, we can build off this. And then when Keith injured his arm, I went, great, we're going to go somewhere with this. And then it was just rest hold after rest hold. Even his finisher's a rest hold.
Yep.
Is this a rest hold? Goodness.
I'm in the rest hold right now.
Yeah, I was about to be in the rest hold. But I mean, this match was so long for no reason. It didn't really do anything for me. I thought Keith Lee kicking out of a lot of stuff. Yes, I think we did Keith Lee wrong, I feel.
Yep.
Tanner nails it once again. The only reason I'm disappointed in the outcome is because it makes Lee look like a transitional champion for Kross, which is very true.
But you know what? That's not the only reason why. Like I would say, I was disappointed because there's a couple more layers to it too. Number one, everyone who heard when Karrion Kross got signed, they gave him one of those mucha deals type deals where they spent the money, gave him the bag, and they gave Scar the bag. You saw it in the production they put into his opening, the slow build of like the TikTok and everything like that, all the way they're doing their spots to like bring out like the sand and the time and everything like that. They're putting a lot of production value into this. Two, again, this is for the NXT Championship. We have been lucky and blessed over the course of like this run of NXT to see some amazing matches for that NXT Championships. Things that have brought the house down, things that have got match of the year caliber. I always go back to those like Johnny Gargano like Adam Cole matches for the belt and everything like that, which were amazing. You can do like Johnny Gargano Ciampa matches and everything like that.
Yeah.
TakeOver, this is where you bring the house down. This is where you show what you're made of. You go all out. And the thing about this is that when you counted those things, the one, the fact he got the bag, two, the fact they've been like building him so strong, three, that this is a takeover, you're supposed to do everything you can, and then four, Keith Lee has been dominant all year. Keith Lee was the last NXT person in the ring at Survivor Series. Then he goes to the Royal Rumble, and Brock Lesnar's like, that's a big boy. And you're like, damn right it is. And then he's just on this momentum of like winning both belts and everything like that. He won both belts, and now he has 0 belts. It's so short, it's so weak, and to Terrence's point again, makes him like a transitional champion. But in this match, I just look at Karrion Kross like, I don't know what you're about. Like, if I had to go off of this match, I would, again, just judging off this match, I'm not putting you ahead of Adam Cole. I'm not putting you ahead of Johnny Gargano. I'm not putting you ahead of Ciampa. I'm not putting you ahead of Keith Lee. And the thing about it is that this is supposed to be your coming out party. This is really supposed to make me say, oh shit, you're the next big thing. Like, for me, I almost feel like this should have been a dominant match where Karrion Kross is like being physical and beating the hell out of Keith Lee, where he gets almost dominated. I'm gonna go akin to like Brock Lesnar going to John Cena in that first match he like to have back when he just like demolished him and everything like that. And it, honestly, it wasn't that. They were going almost toe for toe, and Keith Lee still looks stronger at the end. It looks like you like lucked out and got the win. You still don't seem that dominant. And so honestly, like so I'm sorry to go on the rant, but
I mean, I think it's fine, and I know we have a lot of people, including people that we have as guests on this show, that really like Karrion Kross, and I know Ian is a huge Kross fan, and this is just how I look at wrestling. Like, I watch a lot of wrestling, and this was not it. This was not a main event. This was a lot of rest holds for no reason. It should have been dominant. I think. I thought the beginning was awesome, and then there was like, it almost felt like, okay, for the first 2 minutes, Keith, you're going to do this, and to his credit, Kross was selling the hell out of it. Like, we have not seen him get rattled like this since he's been in NXT, which is great. I thought that was really cool. But then it felt like, okay, and then Keith, you hurt your arm,
and then we work over the arm for the next
yada yada yada. Saito suplex off the second rope, you win. It was like, whoa! It was so long. It was so long for no reason, and it does make Keith Lee feel like a transitional champion, which sucks because he was literally on top of the world. He got the fist bump from the true greatest wrestler of our generation, the big dog of the WWE, Roman Reigns. He got the fist bump from Reigns. He also got oh my God, from Brock. And there's a lot of good stuff. And he won both titles, relinquishes one for whatever reason. It just really feels like I said before, NXT has no idea what they're doing. And it feels like they're just in a holding pattern, and they're trying to do stuff that'll be like, oh, wait, Karrion Kross beat him? Oh, I got to tune in to see what happens.
Yeah.
It just feels like a lot of that.
And honestly, the moment, and it was kind of sad too, because the moment they said Ciampa was coming back, I was like, oh, so Karrion Kross is going to win.
Well, he's going to fight Ciampa, I guess.
Exactly. And that's, again, I was just disappointed by it. Like, all the reasons you brought up, all the reasons I said, and to like our chat, like, Karrion Kross can still be an amazing wrestler. And please tell us a match to watch.
I'm serious. Tell me.
Have that impression.
Tell me what to watch. I might just go to the source. I might ask Jimmy, like, Jimmy, give me a Karrion Kross match to watch, because I don't know. I mean, this could also be a thing. Maybe Keith Lee is legitimately hurt. I think the real thing, and if it doesn't happen, then I don't know what we're doing. He needs to be moved to Raw or SmackDown immediately.
Yep. And the thing about it is that, to Tanner's point, like kind of like I said, it should have ended in a DQ. But again, if this is the guy, because I remember in the chat last week, people were saying that like they want to say Kross up to like go against Brock Lesnar someday. I'm like, this is not the match you use to sell me home going against Brock Lesnar. Like, this is not the match at all.
Unless it's a shoot, then sure.
Yeah.
But that ain't it.
Matthew says the match tomorrow night.
Oh, he'll have one for me tomorrow night. Thank you, Matthew. And I'm being completely serious. Like, we like to be positive here for the most part, I think. But like when stuff like this happens, it's kind of like, okay, I need to show me something else because I'm not familiar with this. I'm not familiar with him. But what I've seen so far, I mean, I thought the Ciampa match was good because it was just dominant. He won in like 4 minutes or some nonsense like that.
Yeah.
But the Dijakovic match in this match, it's just like
it's lackluster.
So I get the presentation's great. I thought and you know what? I just realized we've been talking here. I didn't show any of the other pictures I put up. And I will do that right now. I mean, this was a great visual with Scarlett like kind of clawing at him to get up. Great visual. And then this is how we end the show. This is a great visual. There's a lot of great visuals, but in between there was a match that wasn't very good.
No. And it makes me really wonder why they choose to do it this way. It's like, why are you making him look so vulnerable when you've been making him look so dominant this whole time? He's supposed to be like this new dominant force within NXT, but it's like he looks very vulnerable. It looks like Keith Lee could challenge him for the belt, like for next takeover, and like he might win. It just doesn't look like if Keith Lee has to fight against anything. It doesn't look that. Again, there's no uphill battle he has to face here. Again, like they need to like this should have been more of a squash match, not a clear squash, but like he should have dominated Keith Lee. Keith should have been a surprise coming away from this.
Was going for the Catwoman look, and I know this is off topic. This is very off topic, but if you the new the Batman trailer is out. Did you get to watch it?
Yeah, I want to watch it. Yeah,
go check that.
The costume. That's a real costume. Looks good.
Go check it out.
And I saw.
Oh my god,
Suicide Squad looks badass.
Yes, very happy that Peter Capaldi is playing the Thinker. A Wild Neeson has entered the chat, and he only has one thing to say:
"Fuck NXT, fuck NXT, fuck NXT." So, well, Neeson's pissed. Neeson's
mad, and he should be mad.
Yep. If you want to hear what Neeson has to say about it, make sure you tune in tomorrow night for after we talk about SummerSlam, and we'll try to get his thoughts really quickly and a couple of our guest thoughts as well.
Yes, and I mean, speaking of that, I mean, we're gonna wrap up here real quick. Yes, please join us again tomorrow night after SummerSlam. You know, after the 7-hour event is over, join us here, and you know, because you got the pre-show and then 14 matches. Don't worry, I can guarantee you we will not go over all of them. Just the ones we deem we should. Maybe we'll talk about some AEW and some other stuff. But yeah, we're going to have some other people with us. We're going to make some announcements maybe. But yeah, this was fun. There's only 8 matches tomorrow. Oh my God. Did they learn?
Pre-show.
Oh, I didn't watch the pre-show. I didn't watch the pre-show tonight, which I'm kind of bummed because Breezango is #1 contender for the NXT titles now.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Damn. I moved my rating up to a 7 now.
There you go. Breezango versus Imperium. Let's go.
Yep.
All right, Johnny, you got anything to plug real quick?
I'm going to plug the Up Down Down champion right now. Where one of the members of Breezango, Tyler Breeze, is right now the Up Down Down champion, but he's got his own affiliation, left, right, because we in the building like that. He's taking over. He's about to be on his like 5th title defense. It's going down to Up Down Down. So shout out to Xavier Woods. It is hilarious. It's a must go watch. And shout out to him. Let's go. Left, right. Keep it going, Tyler Bates. One more title defense, you're there. 5 times. Let's go.
Wow. My God. All right. Well, I don't really have anything else to plug. Our little social medias are right there. They're right there. If you want to follow us, I think that's on both Twitter and Instagram for both of us. Yeah.
Find me at Johnny Dope Kicks on IG. And then you can find my books at Johnny P313. Come hang out. Come talk wrestling sneakers.
Yes, absolutely. Same thing for me. JP Thrice on Instagram and Twitter. Tanner, you're just bringing it tonight, dude. We mentioned this last week. And I think it's very funny that we have a lot of video screens all of a sudden, which the Retribution can hack into. I 100% think we are going to get a visual where we have the Thunderdome, all of the feeds cut out, and they are replaced with people wearing the masks. All of it. Okay. I think that'd be a very cool visual.
If you give a leader for Retribution, again, you just kind of go crazy whether you get anybody you want. Who would you want to see as leader of Retribution?
Didn't I have a good one? And then I forgot who it was. I thought I put Leo Rush.
Yeah.
I think Leo Rush would be a very good one and a shocking one. Other than that,
I started thinking about this today because I agree with you. I love the Leo Rush one. I still hope it's Leo Rush because he's been blacking on his IG and everything. But low key though, after we saw those trailers today and knowing that he's now done filming both movies, if John Cena were to show up as Leo Retribution,
but it makes no sense.
I would know, but I would be on board. Just be like, I don't get it, but I'm here for it. If John Cena's heel, fuck it. I just want to see what's about to happen right now.
I mean, that would be fun, but I don't think that's what's going to happen.
Like totally off the wall, but that would be fun.
We'll see. I'm going to go with like Leo Rush or someone that they have re-signed that we're not sure about yet.
For sure. Actually, I really do hope it's Leo Rush because like that whole the people who got fired coming back this way storyline could be badass.
That would be a lot of fun. But that's it for us this tonight, guys. Again, join us again after SummerSlam. We'll be here. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/THS Wrestling News. Follow our YouTube page. Literally heard a rumor about CM Punk. We'll see. I don't think that would be insane. But I also think they'd want that to happen in front of a crowd.
Yeah, but damn, Tanner. Damn. And a Chicago crowd at that.
Yes. YouTube.com/that#show TV, twitch.tv/that#show. I've been streaming a lot of Call of Duty because I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to stream wrestling. Let me tell you, I saw people streaming. They were just streaming NXT and they didn't get banned. So I think I could watch a lot of stuff, and I'll let you guys know when I do that because I got a back catalog and it's very hefty. But most importantly, guys, that#show.com for everything trending in geek pop culture. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night.